In this video, we're going to dive into 3 songs by Neil Young that are a great introduction to his style. This one's perfect for beginners and up. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin and this is Maggie May. She knows it's YouTube day. She gets her treats, so she will behave. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started on this great lesson. We can learn so much great stuff from Neil Young, one of the greatest guitarists of all time in my opinion. We're going to cover a couple of different songs. The first one's Heart of Gold, and some, I'm going to call them Neil-isms as we do this video. Neil-isms begin with usually some open chords, like simple open chord progressions. This one's great for beginners, but they just sound good. Neil doesn't really do a lot of fussing about finding like alternate voices and stuff. Like the open chords are good enough. Good enough for Neil, good enough for me. The Heart of Gold one has that example. He's also really strong when it comes to rhythm. Lots of down strumming. For this, I'll just play the beginning of Heart of Gold here. And there's another Neil-ism. He's really good at figuring out these little licks or melody lines in between these chords. So for this song, we just need an E minor 7, a D, an E minor, a C, and a G. Be sure and check out the link below for my free lesson on the first 8 chords you should learn, complete with the chord charts. And that intro, kind of the main part of the song, start with an open 6th string to start us off. We're going to do 6 down strums with this E minor 7 chord. Then the D twice, E minor. Then he does this cool little, that's a very simple kind of open 5th string, hammered down to the 2nd fret with your index finger, open 4th string, 4th string 2nd fret with that index finger. Okay, we have another Neil-ism. I can't hear those chords, that chord progression, without hearing the harmonica. So I think I play the harmonica.
You did.
In the
video.
So check out the link in the description for the full lesson. I attempt to play the harmonica.
It sounded good.
It's fun, so if you want to tackle that as a side project, feel free. So this Heart of Gold song, great examples of open chord progressions and some rhythmic kind of down strumming. You get some little licks in between there, and if you want to tackle the harmonica, that's a lot of Neil Young in one song. Next up, a little Rockin' in the Free World. Neil is an emotional, intense artist, and it really comes through on this song. Sounds good on the acoustic, but if you really want to ramp it up, get that electric guitar and put some distortion on it.
No.
Vicky loves distorted, loud guitars. So more open chords, E minor, a D, C, G, and A. This is great. There's 5 open chords as for a beginner guitarist. And for the folks who aren't beginners, just learning these techniques can really kind of add to your playing. So this one starts on an E minor. We've got all down strums. And a D to a C. So palm muting, another big kind of thing with Neil. He likes to kind of palm mute, and especially like at the beginning of the kind of rhythm sections or the beginning of the strum patterns. This one he palm mutes this E the whole time. When you're palm muting, you're taking the fat part of your palm here and you're resting it directly onto your strings. On an acoustic guitar, you'll have to play around with it a little bit, because as you move your palm forward toward the sound hole, you're going to get more of like this kind of janky sound.
Totally muted.
Yeah, you want to have it, there's a sweet spot on every guitar, just kind of experiment. Once you find that, you get this muted sound, but you also get the tone or the note at least ringing enough to understand or hear what it is. So we have E minor for 8 quick 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and D, C, just a downstrum each. This one's another good example once we get to that chorus. He does a cool little walk down. You could use this in many songs. He walks down from the C to the E minor. Here's the C shape. And then just to walk down, you go 5th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 5th string open, E minor. Just such a great, fun song to play, and just crank it up. So definitely check out the link in the description below for that full lesson. And up next, we have Harvest Moon, probably one of my all-time favorite songs by any artist. This one is a little unique. There's some different Neil-isms that we've covered so far. We've talked a lot about the open chords, which this one has. Strong rhythm. We get a little more upstrumming in this song, so I wanted to show it to you. And if you learn one thing today, it's that. I'm going to show you guys that lick. And of course, there's some great harmonica work in here too. That is just
Pretty.
perfection.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to be doing this. So I guess, Neil does use some triads when he plays. This is an example of that. So we've added another Neil-ism. Should have called this video 1 Dozen Neil-isms or something like that. So we're going to plant our ring finger onto the 3rd string, 11th fret. We're going to plant our middle finger onto the 2nd string, 10th fret. And we're going to be strumming from the 4th string down for this little intro here. So the first part of, let's break into 2 pieces. We're going to play an open 4th string. Then we're going to do a down strum on this. We'll just call this the 10 shape. Because this 11th fret, 3rd string stays the same the entire song. So we have open 4th string down on this 11 shape. But then you're going to put your pinky down here on the 2nd string, 12th fret. So you have with a down, up, down, then take that pinky back off for an up strum. So real slow we have, that's the first part of it. Then another open 4th string. And now we're going to put our index finger down on the 1st string and 9th fret for an up, up. And then leave that pinky down on that 9th fret for an up, down. Lift it back up for the final up.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's a lot of down ups. So I'll do it one more time very slowly here. 4, open, down, down, up, 4, up, 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 down, up. Vicki and Maggie and I would like to thank you for your support. We're going to leave those 3 song lessons here for you to check out next. And as always, remember that you're never too old to learn.
Take care.